Well, more people than ever are using those buy now, pay later programs on everything from big purchases to even takeout.
But now some of the biggest buy now, pay later providers are pushing back on plans to include it in your credit score. Consumer reporter Josh Sidorowicz is in your corner with what this means for your money. Morning, Josh.
Good morning to both of you. So, of course, all of this, as you know, more people are using buy now, pay later, right? These lenders are saying, well, hey, wait a minute, we can't see exactly how much debt you're taking on, and maybe more importantly, whether you're paying it back appropriately, because these loans aren't part of the traditional credit score calculation. Well, in order for that to happen, the buy now, pay later providers, they need to supply that data to the credit bureaus. And we told you back in May, Affirm, one of the big ones, they started doing that. But now we're hearing from Klarna and Afterpay, two of the other big providers, that are now pumping the brakes over uncertainties about whether it will help or hurt your score, even if you're making on-time payments.
There have been some challenges in integrating buy now, pay later loans into the traditional credit reporting framework. And the reason is that these are often very short-term loans with a payback period of 6 weeks. And that creates some problems because when you open multiple accounts in a relatively short period, typically your credit score goes down.
Both Klarna and Afterpay say that they will continue to hold off on supplying this data until credit score calculations are changed. A spokesperson for Klarna told CBS News Philadelphia that the U.S. credit reporting framework, it doesn't reflect how short-term buy now, pay later products are used, and saying that we look forward to a system where these products can contribute positively to consumers' credit standing. These types of loans are exploding in popularity, as we said, and many consumer advocates warn against taking on too many at once, especially for smaller purchases like groceries or even takeout. A new Bankrate survey reveals nearly half of buy now, pay later users say they have experienced at least one financial problem with these services. The most common, well, overspending, missing a payment, that's a big one, and difficulties with returns or refunds. But, you know, whether it is on your credit report or not, a lot of people are using these essentially as credit cards in place of credit cards, and they just don't have those same kind of protections, like if you need to dispute a charge or something like that. And so something else consumer advocates say that you should keep in mind if you're using these services.
I
know you're looking at me like this.
To take out.
I know. We talked about this. You don't want to finance your burrito. I do not recommend it, but it is something that's available through DoorDash.
Well, there are a lot of things available. You just don't do them.
Well, you have.
I told you to jump off a bridge. Would you jump off a bridge?
If you did, Jim, I meant you have good reason.
Don't follow Jim off the bridge, Josh. All right. No, great advice, because people, you've got to be aware.
It's you got to be smart with this kind of stuff.
If you can't afford it, don't buy it.
Well, that's, easier said than done for some of us, right?
Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it. You can contact Josh. You can fill out our consumer complaint form by scanning that QR code on your screen or by going to cbsphiladelphia.com/inyourcorner.